Just silly.
Are you ready?
Please welcome Barbara Hoskins Sakamoto.
Okay, well, I decided to do lessons that I have learned under the water because, number one, the ocean has always played a really important part of my life, and two, it gave me a chance to recycle my vacation photos. So these are all the pictures I've taken at different places around the world, and I'm going to be modeling some of the lessons, and then I'm going to ask you for audience participation. The first lesson is to travel light. To snorkel, all you really need is a mask and a snorkel. Now, a rash guard, sunscreen, fins, they're all really, really nice, and they improve the enjoyment of the experience, but they're not essential. So in classrooms too, you don't need lots of toys. Rule 2, have fun. You don't have to be an expert to do something, and sometimes, if you don't really know how you're supposed to do it, you can have more fun making up your own rules as you go along. Although learning more never hurts either. So then after you have fun, lesson 3 is to look below the surface. No matter how beautiful it is on the beach, no matter how beautiful it is on the water, no matter how much you're having fun with your students, unless you stick your head under the water and take a look around you, you're never going to see the whole picture. And you're going to miss out on a lot of really good stuff that you never knew was there. Be open to unexpected beauty. When you're swimming around, you never know what you're going to find. And if you're focused on a destination, you might miss something really cool. If you look here, yes. So what is the next lesson? It's going to focus on that. Anybody want to guess?
Finding Nemo.
Collaboration.
Pretty good ones. Being patient. These are really shy fish. And so good things often only reveal themselves if you're patient and you wait. So Nemo is like your shy student who you don't think is paying any attention. And the next one is be flexible. Okay, if you hit a block, like this is coral up to the surface, if you can't go forward, don't complain about not being able to go forward. If your current or your lesson takes you in another direction, go with the flow. Leave things better than you found them. The beach doesn't need your plastic bottles, your students don't need your baggage. So don't crap up the beach and don't crap up your students' lives. So now you're getting the idea here. So the next one up, I want you to see if you can give me what the rule is going to be, the lesson, when it changes. All right. Everyone has a purpose. Even the administrator who doesn't like your lessons. The parrotfish is a good example. He eats rocks and coral. What purpose is there in that? Well, he poops out sand. So, without the parrotfish, you have no beach. Above the surface, sharks and dolphins look the same. And they're both important to the ecosystem. Sharks, however, are antisocial and driven. Dolphins are curious and social. This is a two-parter, so what do you think the lesson is going to be?
Take some kind.
That's a good one. Be a dolphin. Your students are going to meet plenty of sharks in their experience outside your classroom. They don't need to meet a shark in the classroom.
Wow.
Nice.
And you're going to have a lot more fun being a dolphin and being curious and social. Okay, now I'm going to be turning it over to you a bit more because I think you're getting the hang of this. All things being equal, it's much more fun to ride on top of the wave than to be knocked over and dragged along the sand. Okay? So if you're trying something in class, it's really, really cool when it works well. But sometimes you do get knocked over. Things don't work. When you do, it's not a failure. Okay? It's just another opportunity to discover what you might not have noticed if you hadn't been knocked over. So when you do get knocked over, look to see what you can discover. All right, I think this is the next one I'm expecting you guys to do. Oh, good.
Go slow.
That's a good one. Hang out with people who think like you do. because they're going to make you feel really, really good about yourself. So hang out with people who think the same way that you do in order to boost yourself for when you meet people who don't. And
Hang out with different people.
hang out with people who are really different from you because they're going to make you grow.
Don't sniff.
You need
the
the
butt.
people. You need people who are going to tell you that we've always done it this way, because they're going to challenge your thinking. So then we have people like you, people different from you. What do you think is going to come next?
Be yourself.
Spend some time alone, because you need to reflect on all the things that you're learning, and you can't do that if you never have any quiet time. So you need to be the puffer fish and off by yourself once in a while to think about the many things that you've learned.
Okay.
So the puffer fish is the model for anonymity. The turtle gets cleaned by these little fish. Oh yes.
Go slow.
Almost. Help! Help when you can. Ask for help when you need it. Be gracious doing both. Don't brag on the help you give, and don't be gracious for the help you get.
Enjoy the
Oh, enjoy this.
Be part of something that's bigger than you are. We all need that in order to feed the soul. And we need stuff to take us out of our own mundane problems, to remind us that we're pretty small in the great scheme of things. And sunsets are really cool. Okay, we're all connected. The reef will die with a 3-degree temperature change. So the factory in New York affects the reef in Hawaii. Without the coral, the fish leave. Without the fish, the predators leave. Without the reef, the island erodes. So New York affects it, and the final thing is that there's a great big world of beauty, wonder, surprise, and excitement. But you have to get your butt off of the beach and stick your head in the water in order to see it. And that's it.
5-minute break.
Oh,
Excellent. The most.